We are back with some more Minecraft Prison here on iBlocky. Today we're going to be going ahead and progressing super far within the game because I want to make a ton of progress. We've been kind of behind compared to every other player on the server that's been progressing a lot. I do have some things I've done off camera, so I'm going to mention them really quickly here. So right now we're at cubed 50 on our pickaxe, which we're going to be upgrading a lot of that in today's video. We got multiplier 30 and greed 30, and every other enchant is also level 30 besides Jurassic and Locksmith and speed. We have Locksmith and Jurassic just at level 10 since they do cost gems, which is the harder currency to obtain. And then I did actually get a epic robot from a robot key from a common key, which is nuts. And then I got 2 common robots from 2 drop parties. So if we go in our cell and go to the robots menu, you can see we have in total 6 robots, which we'll go ahead and claim all the loot in there, get around 300,000 tokens. I also did get our backpack slots to 20,000 since we're making a ton of tokens. And the reason we're making a ton of tokens is because if we go ahead and look at /pets, currently I'm using 4 different pets. I do have a time remaining, so I redeemed a pet slot time voucher. So we have 4 pets running. We got the circus pet, which is really good for more blocks. Same with the disaster pet, and then we have space for proccing more enchants and Pharaoh for proccing the pets more often. So that's what I've done off camera, and today I do want to go ahead and upgrade our backpack even more, as well as get up in more mine ranks and start making way more tokens, so then we can become pretty stacked on the server. The first thing we're going to go ahead and invest in is more backpack slots. So let's go to our backpack, spend the 500,000 we have on 5,000 slots. Every 1,000 slots is about 100,000 tokens, which is pretty cheap right now for me since every time I sell or have a auto sell, I'm getting around 50,000 tokens. So we're going to try and get our backpack up to maybe like 50,000 at some point. We'll see where we land at, of course. I do have a common crate key we'll go ahead and open. Go to warp crates and we'll go ahead and open this, see what we get. More common crates. We got 4 from 1 common. That's insane. Hopefully we can get some more good loot. A legendary pet, I'll take it. A pet time voucher, we'll put that in our cell. An auto miner time voucher, not bad. And then the last one, more common keys, but we got 2 this time. Okay, we're still opening crates. Oh my gosh. A small gem pouch, I mean, better than nothing. We got a small token pouch, which is also better than nothing. So I did redo the cell a little bit. I redid some of the walls of it all because I know the cell, it looked kind of weird on the outside and the inside, so I wanted to make it look a little bit nicer. And I also added a door because there was already a door just leading to nowhere, so I broke this open and we're gonna go ahead and store our robots here, which also I realized we do need to break some of this just to make the door look a little bit fancier. And for some reason we can't trash or disposal anything, so I just have a chest down here, which is really weird, but I mean, it'll do. And then we'll go ahead, put away the timers. So we got the auto miner and we got the pet timers. We'll open up this legendary pet egg, see what we get. Come on, give us space or Pharaoh. We got a Pharaoh, perfect. So that means potentially we can get our pets to proc more, so I'm not really complaining on that. But I'm gonna give a rundown of what circus and disaster pets do. So as you can see in chat, it says circus is procking. What it does is it procs fireworks. So I'm gonna go to the top here to show it off. As you can see, the fireworks proc and you get blocks. Pretty simple concept. And then disaster makes it so it makes like a explosion for 1 second. So when I mine like that, that was all disaster. So it only happens every once in a while, but it's still really consistent. So you get a lot of blocks just from disaster alone. I think using both is good, and then using space pet to get better procs on your enchants, and then using your time vouchers for the Pharaoh pet seems like a reasonable choice. But that's just me. As you can see, our backpack is around 16,000, and I've been mining pretty consistently, not like super consistent, but we're almost at 20,000 now, and it still has not sold. So that says we probably need to get our backpack up even more, even though we're at not even 25,000 yet. But I was getting 20,000 earlier, pretty simple if I focus on mining a lot. But if we start getting enchants up, we'll probably need to go ahead and get up the backpack even more because we'll be making even more blocks. It's just a repeating cycle at that rate to keep making sure you're on top of your backpack and making sure it never gets full. As well, we're going to be going ahead, getting more multiplier. We're going to go ahead, get around 10 levels into this if we can. There we go. So we're at 40 now. We'll try and get that to 50 really quick because more multiplier gives us more blocks, so we might as well get it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back, and once I come back, we're going to have our backpack up around maybe 50,000 slots, and we're also going to have cubed even higher than usual. Same with multiplier, and then we'll see where we'll go from there. But for now, I'm going to do a big mining session, so I'll give you guys an update here in a moment. So I'm back, and we haven't really done much, and the reason we haven't done much is I bought a player shop from Slash Shop. If you go in Slash Shop and go to equipment, you can buy a robot tinker or a player shop, and we're going to use a player shop and sell this booster for around like 30 to 50 million. We'll see how much we can get, but we'll go ahead, place the player shop, and we're going to click item, put it in. I also forgot to change it to selling. You need to make it say selling right here, so you click it, then you put the item in, and then you put the price. So we'll create a listing, and as you can see, it put a shop here. So I'm not sure how exactly people can visit my sell, so what I'm gonna do is put an advertisement, get them to TPA to me, and then get them to actually sell it to me through the player shop. So that is the plan. Put the advertisement in chat. As you can see, it says right there, and I'm gonna get people to TPA to me, and if I get anyone to TPA, hopefully they'll buy it from the shop. We shall see. The reason I want to do this is the tokens could go a long way instead of using the booster itself, so we'll see how this goes. There's this Fall 3 RQ guy that is apparently going to buy the booster from me for 35 million, so we're gonna wait around 10 minutes because they said they'd buy it in 10 minutes, so I'm gonna keep my eyes on the chat until they do. So for the time being, I'll AFK and keep my eyes on chat, and then we'll see what happens from there. Okay, so they're just teleporting over. We're gonna go ahead and accept their TPA, and we have a shop right here for the booster, and there we go. They purchased the booster. So now we'll go ahead and put the shop in the chest for the time being since we aren't really using it. But now we have 35 million tokens we can go ahead and spend. So we'll go ahead and spend those on some enchants and our backpack slots. So the first thing we're gonna upgrade is the cubed enchant. Get it up as high as we really can. See if we can get it to like 200 maybe. What I believe is the top level you can get it to. It's starting to become expensive. Uh-oh. Can we make it is the real question. So we went down around 15 million just to get it to 200. And now we can no longer upgrade it besides prestige. Well, we're not gonna prestige because that would be a bit silly. Next, we're gonna go ahead, go into our backpack. So let's go to our backpack and we'll start adding some slots in. And I think it's safe to say we'll get around 25,000. So we're at 50,000 as I wanted to hit earlier in the video. You know what? We'll go ahead and get to 100,000. All right, 50,000 more. So we have 100,000 slots. So we'll go ahead and get multiplier up now. We're at 200 and we're still not maxed out. Oh my gosh. So we're at 205 on multiplier, a 1 in 6 chance for it to happen, and a 1 in 40 for cube to happen. And then we have 100,000 backpack slots. And look at cube. This is how big the cubed explosion or mind break was because of cube procking. The amount of blocks we get just from one proc is just disgusting. And we made it in like no time at all, around 50,000 tokens. So ranking up should be a breeze to get up a decent bit of levels. I'm glad we made this decision. It was honestly worth it to sell the booster. So what we're going to do is spend a bit into multiplier finder at a time and then get rank ups a little bit. So the next purchase we're gonna do is go into more rank ups. We'll get another rank up going, which should get us more tokens realistically, and then we'll get some more multiplier finder, then go into another rank up. I think we'll go on a pattern like that. So there's a drop party in 15 seconds. We're gonna hope we get a pet egg just so we can keep advancing on our pets. I think that's a good idea for something that we should hope for. And what do we get? We got a legendary pet egg. What was I saying? That's crazy, but if we get a good pet, that makes it even better. Pharaoh? Okay, that's decent. I'll take it. I predicted it. That's insane. Anyways, we're close to a rank up. We need about 114,000 more tokens, which should be around at least one sell. And if we just go to the top of the mine, actually, we can just sell really quick. Oh, we're just a little bit shy. Come on. Okay, let's try now. There we go. So let's do level up. There we go. We're at Greek mine. So now we should get more tokens potentially from every time we sell. We might even fill our backpack here. Uh-oh. Yep, we filled our backpack. We got to 100,000 and it still has not sold. That's not good. So I guess we'll have to expand on our backpack storage in the future, but we did get 266,000 tokens from a full backpack. So we at least know how much we'll get from our full backpack as of right now. We only need a little bit more blocks and then we should be able to go ahead and get 25,000 tokens in order to rank up the last time to get to rank level 10. Okay, let's go to mine, do a quick sell, and we should have enough. Level up, and now we're rank 10. The Hollywood Mine. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. But there we go. We've made a decent bit of progress in today's video. Let's go.